Hi everyone, I'm Alex. We're continuing this conversation about modern careers and I'm here speaking with Mike. Mike's another example, 17 years in the workforce and made an active decision early in his career not to go down the university path. So we're here to talk about that decision. So tell us, Mike, early on, I guess, in your life, you're a teenager, you're coming out of high school and you'd already had this gut instinct that uni wasn't the path for you. So can you tell us about what you were weighing up at that moment?
Yeah, so I felt trapped, I guess you could say, in their structured education system, and I knew that I wasn't able to really engage with what they were trying to teach me and maybe the method of delivery. So from about year 10, so I think that's 2000, so like from the age of 15, I already knew that the structured institutional education system wasn't really right for me. Like I didn't get any benefit from it. So at that point in time, I decided to like not continue. So the decision was easy to not go to university because it was just another prescription of institutional education.
So there was an instinct in you that just said, this isn't the right fit for me. Did you have anyone in your life at the time, like family or people at school, who were sort of trying to shuffle you in that direction?
Yeah, I feel like there were a few mentors that were trying to just get me through school. I feel like they really felt like once I got that year 12 checkbox, then like I could enter the workforce, or then I could maybe think about university. But for me, I was just concentrated on just working. Like for me, I was like, I don't want to waste time learning about stuff which I'm never going to use. I'd rather just get my hands dirty and start working and like pick up a trade or pick up a skill or fall into a career that way.
And obviously since then, I mean, in this interim 15, 17 years, you've had, several successes. You've moved around the world, lived in London and Singapore and traveled and had a career. So what have you seen as the ways that you have actually learned and taken on that trade and that expertise in lieu of going to uni?
Yeah, so for me, it was really about what was the thing that would bring me not the thing, but what was the path of least resistance to get the maximum gain for what I enjoyed doing. So early on, it was trying to learn about computers and like fixing hardware and installing hardware for supermarkets. And then from there, I went into laptop repair, and then from laptop repair, I moved to a help desk, and the help desk to level 2. And at every level, I was thinking like, okay, this is what I'm doing now, but trying to see a mentor, trying to see someone who was doing the next thing, and ask them, hey, how did you get from where I am to where you are? What skills do you have? How do I get those skills? What sort of learning do I need to do? And from that, I really found a thirst for knowledge, and I was able to learn on my terms because I had a reason to learn. I had like a purpose. I had something that I could use that knowledge to get, like not to get, but to benefit like me and the employer.
Yeah, so you really saw the practicalities, but you were activated in terms of your learning journey rather than just receiving it. You sort of were being very purposeful about where you were choosing to take it. So now looking back, has there ever been a time when you've thought, I wish I had gone down that formal route? No.
Not at all. There's been a few points where I've thought about a complete shift of direction, like moving from, so I do IT sort of work, moving from IT into maybe like a business management side of things, or like starting an events company and these sorts of things. Again, I just looked at the skill set I had and the skill set that I needed to have and tried to look at ways of doing that. So one of the ways of doing that would have been a university course, but again, it was an easy decision to not go down that route because it's such a big time investment. It's 4 years, and in 4 years or 2 years or even 18 months, I'm not sure whether that would be the right course for the thing that I wanted to do. Maybe I find out in 2-3 months, oh wow, this is actually not really what I want to do. So it was easier to do small, easy, short form, or like online free education to sort of get my foot a little bit wet and see whether it was good or not. And then from there, I can progress or like say, well, actually, that's easy to say, like, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah. So you found alternate routes to still, even if you were to make a career shift, it doesn't necessarily need to involve formal education. You can take this kind of vocational route as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense. Thank you. All right. Thanks, everybody.